Hey there, how you doing? This is it's Corey Koehler, but maybe you know that already. I don't know, but anyway, welcome. Wasn't sure how to start this, so this is how it's starting right here. Thank you for listening. I know that if you're this far, it means that you probably bought my album, and I really appreciate the fact that you did that. I suppose there could be some of you out there that maybe just found this MP3 laying around. I want to welcome you too. This is a good opportunity for you to kind of get to know me and the reasons behind why I wrote all these songs on my album FM. I'm going to just tell you about some of the experiences that go along with them, kind of some of the inspiration behind them, and just give you an idea. And I hope that you enjoy this. I really do. Probably the best way to listen to this is like either in your car, when you get a long drive and you just want somebody to hang out with you. Me coming over the speakers. I know I like to listen to talk radio and podcasts and all that stuff, so I know that's a good place to do it. Maybe take me on a walk, take me on a run. Maybe just throw this on when you are sitting at home with a glass of whatever in your hand, or maybe a can of whatever. I'm not sure. However you like to just kind of lay back and relax, because really that's what this whole thing is all about. So anyway, thanks again. I really appreciate it. Anytime you guys want to spend any time with anything that I do, it's a huge honor, and I completely appreciate it. So just so you know. So why don't we start with why I did this album, or why I named the album FM, that is. I named the album FM because a couple months ago I was thinking about it. I had this memory of when I was younger, and I used to be the guy that would kind of gravitate towards the stereo or whatever the music player was at the time when I was younger. And this is before I played music, because I really didn't play or sing or do any of that kind of stuff until I was in my 30s. That's a whole other story. But anyway, I used to always like music, so I would always play it at the parties. I would always do this stuff, and I used to joke all the time, like, "Hey, you're listening to Koehler FM," and kind of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. And then when I was thinking about that, I'm like, "Hey, maybe I should try something like that for my next album." And that kind of gave me the idea of like, why not have an album where it kind of sounds like a radio show? There's a little talk radio. But then also there's music, and I thought, hey, why don't I try that? So I threw it out to you guys, or a lot of you guys, in my email, or in an email a couple months ago, and it was kind of split. Some of you guys like, you know what, just give me the music, but then on some of you other ones that you also wanted to hear, the stories behind all this. So here we are, and I just thought FM. Radio, I don't know, maybe I could have used AM, I don't know, but the whole Koehler FM thing kind of was sticking in my head. So anyway, why don't we get into the song stuff, huh? The first song I'm going to play here is, it's the first song on my album, obviously. It's called Why Wait, and it all started when I was reading an article about... or an interview with Steve Earle, and they just kind of asked him, like looking over his career, if he ever thought that some of his tunes were going to be, used in certain ways, or they were going to be so well received, and just that kind of a question. And he just had kind of a cool answer. I don't remember it verbatim, but it was just kind of cool how he explained, how even in the rough times like that, he continued to follow his heart and to kind of, keep trudging along, because there was a lot of times he said that, he wasn't sure if he should even be doing music anymore, but he kept on doing it and kept on doing it, and he thought that was like the most important thing. And that kind of struck a chord with me, and well, it kind of struck a lot of chords with me, as you'll hear in a couple seconds. But yeah, I was just thinking, I was kind of in the same place myself for a lot of years. I kind of have these regrets. I mean, we all do. They're hanging out. We try to ignore them as much as I possibly can. But yeah, I mean, I once I realized that I could sing and play guitar and, you know, even write music that people actually enjoyed, I was kind of like, man, you know, I mean, on one hand, I was like excited because, wow, this is cool. I can do this. And it's like, I love music and I can't believe I can do this. But then on the other hand, it was like, oh my God, I'm like, you know, I'm in my 30s and it's like I just wasted like 30 years of my life, you know, not doing the thing that I should be doing, you know? And so I was thinking, damn. And it still creeps up on me every once in a while. You know, I'm like, I'm kicking myself, like, God, why didn't I do this when I was younger? Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I try to kick that thing down, try to cover them up and put them down on the ground. But this song kind of became like my mantra, like my warning to you and to anyone else who listens to the song. You know, it's like I really believe that that you got to follow your heart. You got to find out what it is that you like, and despite what everybody says, you got to find a way to do that. You know, you got to let it shine. You know, and whatever it takes, because there is probably a way. It might be easier for some, it might be harder for some, but I think as long as you kind of keep your eye on the prize and you know what's in your heart, I think that you're going to be. I think that things are going to work out for you, and you're not going to be looking back on your life with regret, as long as you follow your heart. And that's what this song is about. So check it out. This one's called Why Wait?
Had a talk with a voice inside. Sat him down so I could look him straight in the eye. I asked him why he's knocking. I was knocking at my door, and he said, man, because you're throwing it all away. Cause I may walk into your job each day to plug yourself in, another gear in the machine, leaving your dreams behind to walk down the assembly line of people who tried, and now I wear the warning signs. Why wait? Yeah, why must you wait? Why must you wait and see your sorrow? Why wait? Yeah, why must you wait? Why must you wait until tomorrow? You're walking down a dead-end street, chasing those dollar bills for the illusions that they buy. And now you're always worried they're gonna take your toys away, when it's those same toys that are wrapping you up in chains. The image eats you up inside, under that tombstone without the chance to plant your seed. You gotta leave them with something to keep them coming back, to keep them smiling when you're buried dead and gone. Why wait? Yeah, why must you wait? Why must you wait and see your sorrow? Why wait? Yeah, why must you wait? Why must you wait until tomorrow? Start living your life today. You can't wait until tomorrow. Those birthday candles, they only burn for so long. Stop dragging your heart and let it lead the way, and let it shine on to keep your soul from going blind. Why wait? Yeah, why must you wait? Why must you wait and see your sorrow? Why wait? Yeah, why must you wait? Why must you wait until tomorrow? Start living your life today. Why wait until tomorrow? Why wait?
All right, there you go. So what'd you think? I know some of you probably recognize the first version of that song that I released a little over a year ago. Didn't have drums in it, but when we were going through the mixdown on this one, it just sounded, Tom's like, hey, we should put these on there, Tom, the engineer, producer guy. And I'm like, you know what, let's do it. And I think it turned out pretty good. So adds a little more oomph to the song, I guess. So hope you like it.